Pledge for Peace. Mr. Toyokazu Ihara, representing the Hibakusha, will deliver the Pledge for Peace. Pledge for Peace. As a child, I was told that Japan is the country of the gods, so we will not want anything until we win the war. We win the war. Despite this, I spent my days running in panic during air raids and holding my breath in air raid shelters and convinced that Japan's defeat was at hand. At 11:02 a.m. on August 9, 1945, a single atomic bomb dropped by America exploded here, 500 meters above Urakami. And Nagasaki instantly became a ruin. Beneath the mushroom cloud was a scene of carnage, which defies imagination. A total of 74,000 people were killed. This includes Chinese and Korean nationals who were brought as forced laborers and prisoners of war from America and elsewhere. They were all indiscriminately killed. Insects, birds, plants, and all other living things were annihilated. I was 9 years old. It was as I was climbing a great tree to cut branches 6.5 kilometers from hypocenter that I was dazzled by an enormous fireball, heard an ear-splitting explosion, and was blown away by an incredible blast, and I lost consciousness. The next day, I learned the extent of the tragedy from my mother, sister, and brother who were participating in relief activities. They all bled from their gums and lost their hair. And they endured lengthy suffering and passed away from radiation disease, one after the other. The President Obama spoke poetically when he was welcomed at Hiroshima. He said that death fell from the sky. However, I cannot help but feel that the dropping of atomic bomb on Nagasaki and Hiroshima was an experiment of two different bombs. After all, the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima had a core of uranium, whereas the atomic bomb dropped on Nagasaki was a plutonium-type bomb. The bombed city recovered with the help of international aid. However, with the Hibakusha have spent every single day of the past 71 years in agony. The second and third generation Hibakusha have inherited our suffering. We wish for the government to create a political solution concerning aid for radiation disease and individuals who have experienced the atomic bomb. We do not want the courts to continue to decide the outcome of these cases. However, when we are conveying the damage caused by the absolute evil, which is the nuclear weapons, we do not forget the history of Japanese aggressions during the Second Sino-Japanese War and the Asia-Pacific War. Japan deeply reflected on the past and created and protected the Constitution of Japan, which has become the model for world peace. Now let us enshrine the three non-nuclear principles in law, promote friendship with neighboring countries, and establish a Northeast Asia nuclear weapon-free zone. By doing this, we will finally create a peaceful future. We wish for the Diet and the Japanese government to abolish security legislation which violates the Constitution of Japan, to not rely on America's nuclear umbrella, and to urge America, Russia, and other nuclear weapon states to adopt a policy of no first use. It is our hope that Japan will establish an honorary position for itself in the movement to prohibit nuclear weapons. As long as scientific advances do not contribute to the happiness of mankind, and monopolies on resources and the gap between the rich and the poor continues to increase, then the world will become increasingly unstable. The desire to realize a world without nuclear weapons, as championed by President Obama, aims at achieving lasting peace through humanity's wisdom. It shares this goal with the international movement by the non-nuclear states to prohibit nuclear weapons. We strongly wish for and would welcome a visit by President Obama to Nagasaki, the last place to be bombed by an atomic bomb. We, the Hibakusha, are convinced that peace cannot be protected by military force, and we will work closely with all the world's nuclear victims, those who were exposed to radiation through nuclear production, processing, experiments, unexpected accidents, and disposal. We will also cooperate with the people of Hiroshima, Fukushima, and Okinawa. Until the day the last nuclear weapon is destroyed, we will continue to do this. We pledge to work with Nagasaki's youth to pass on the concept of human security. We pledge that we will never abandon and that we will continue to make progress in our historic duty to pass on to our children a peaceful world without nuclear weapons and without war. Let us achieve the abolishment of the nuclear weapons together with the people of the earth. Nagasaki must be the last. Toyokazu Ihara, Atomic Bomb Survivor Representative, August 9, 2016.